My fiancée secretly tried to change our prenup, so I called off the engagement and reclaimed everything. Hello, Reddit eyes plus here. I never thought the end of my engagement would begin with a dinner party. The night was perfect, at least on the surface. Our closest friends and family were gathered to celebrate the upcoming wedding. Emily, my fiancée, dazzled in a silver dress, her laughter filling the room. As the host, I was busy keeping wine glasses full and the mood light. But something about her behavior that night felt off. Looking back, there were signs. Little things like her avoiding my gaze whenever money came up in conversation, or the way her best friend Kara couldn't meet my eyes when she toasted to building a life together, no matter what. The next morning, I discovered the truth. I was sitting in my office sipping coffee when my lawyer called. At first, I assumed it was about finalizing the prenup, a straightforward agreement we'd both discussed and agreed upon months ago. But as he spoke, my stomach turned to lead. Your fiancé submitted an updated draft, he said, voice cautious. Updated? I asked, confused. What are you talking about? We finalized this weeks ago. The silence on the other end was deafening. Then he read the changes aloud. A clause nullifying the prenup after 5 years of marriage, and another stipulating a 50% claim on my business if we divorced. I didn't need to hear more. My heart pounded in my chest as the realization hit me. Emily had gone behind my back to sabotage the very agreement we'd made to protect both of us. When I confronted her that evening, she didn't deny it. Her face went pale, then red. I was going to tell you, she stammered. Tell me, I snapped, holding up the updated document. You were going to tell me after what? The wedding? After you'd locked me in? Her excuses tumbled out, each one more desperate than the last. I just wanted to feel secure, she said. You know how much your business means to you. I was afraid you'd prioritize it over us. Emily, I said, my voice trembling with controlled anger. This isn't about security or love. This is about deception. You lied to me. You tried to manipulate me. Her tears didn't move me. The trust was shattered. The next few days were a blur. I called off the wedding, notifying guests and vendors. Most people were sympathetic, though a few accused me of overreacting. It's just paperwork, they said. But to me, it was a symbol of something deeper, a betrayal of trust. What really stung was Emily's reaction. Instead of apologizing or taking responsibility, she turned vindictive. She demanded I return the engagement ring, a family heirloom worth more than I care to admit. She even tried to claim the apartment we'd been living in, which was entirely in my name. So, I took back everything. I'd paid for the wedding venue, the caterer, and even her custom-designed dress, all canceled. I reclaimed the car I'd gifted her last Christmas, it was still in my name, and changed the locks on the apartment. It wasn't about revenge, it was about protecting myself from someone who had proven she couldn't be trusted. Months passed, and I began to heal. My friends encouraged me to get back out there, but I wasn't ready. Then one day, out of the blue, Emily reached out. She wanted to meet for coffee, she said, to talk things through. Against my better judgment, I agreed. When I walked into the cafe, she was already there, fidgeting with her cup. She looked nervous, but not remorseful. I made a mistake, she began, avoiding my eyes. I didn't mean to hurt you, I got scared. I thought if I didn't protect myself, I'd lose everything. I leaned back, studying her. Protect yourself? I asked. Emily, you tried to take everything from me. And now you're sitting here, acting like you're the victim. Her eyes filled with tears. But this time, I didn't feel guilty. I'd spent weeks blaming myself, wondering if I'd overreacted. Now, I realized I hadn't. I hope you find what you're looking for, I said, standing up. But it won't be with me. As I walked out of the cafe, I felt a strange sense of relief. Losing Emily wasn't the end of the world. It was the beginning of a new chapter, one where I could build a life with someone who valued honesty and trust as much as I did.